Hey friends. Okay, let's talk life update. Okay. So y'all hear me. I have had the nastiest crud for the past week. Well, it actually started like Sunday night. So as soon as all the people left my house from celebrating Joe Patrick's graduation, this came on. It descended on me, and I honestly could not shake it. I felt terrible. I really felt like it was viral. It had been in our house. Hallie Grace had it. And so, but I just couldn't shake it. Like, I just felt terrible. And sleeping super late, hacky cough. Anyway, I say all that to say this. Over the last 8-10 weeks, I just have not felt myself. And I couldn't quite put my finger on it. I kept attributing it to being a very busy season. I have traditionally in the past during May and moving towards June gone through a flare-up with my thyroid. We always attribute it to being things are getting warmer outside. My hydration is not always on point, and the busyness of the end of the school year, trying to get everything done, what that looks like in my life, and how that can truly affect your health. Okay, so I was just chalking it up to all of that. It was time to check my thyroid function numbers again. And so I did that last week, and they came back normal. All of them came back normal. I didn't check my antibodies, but I checked my normal panel that I always check. And something inside of me said, maybe you should check your vitamin D, but I didn't. I just checked my thyroid function. Okay, so it was all normal. So I was supposed to have a visit with my practitioner yesterday, but honestly did not want to be in her face with this. So we did a telehealth visit. And she was like, oh, Jill, we need to check your vitamin D. And so, y'all, I checked my vitamin D, and it is so low. I've had to be on vitamin D replacement in the past. Vitamin D supports your thyroid function, which is why we like to keep my vitamin D levels up there, but I've not had any trouble. I'm not on chronic supplementation. I told y'all I threw all the supplements out the window years ago because I felt so good. And I truly believe that. If you're doing well, you shouldn't be on the things. And when your fitness and nutrition are on point, I didn't have to say, well, maybe I'm not eating right. I mean, I can look back at my data. I am eating right. That's not what's causing this. But over the last 8 to 10 weeks, I have been so sluggish, sleeping in some through my workouts, which is so uncharacteristic of me. Not feeling well at all, not feeling rested after 8 hours of sleep, which is so uncharacteristic of me. I'm a 6-hour sleeper. I'm not an 8-hour sleeper. So, long story short, I got my vitamin D levels checked. They're really, really low. And so I will start on some vitamin D supplementation to get those numbers back up, and then I'll recheck them in 6 weeks. Here's what I want to say to you. I'm so glad you're here, because when your fitness and nutrition are on point, you don't have to wonder if you should go change your diet. You don't have to wonder if you should add another strength training, or if you should do some more HIIT, or what am I not doing, and that's why I don't feel well. When you are in a structured program, you don't have to wonder if you should try the next fad thing. I knew the things I was doing for my body, fitness and nutrition-wise, were on point, which led me to be able to look for the right answer. Because see, had I not known that my fitness and nutrition were on point, and I was like, I'll just start the keto diet, obviously that's what's wrong with me, or I'll just start whatever, obviously that's what's wrong with me, then I wouldn't have the right answer. And so I just want to commend you for being here, for doing the right thing for your body, because when you know how your body should feel, when you feel that amazing feeling of how we feel, when our nutrition's on point, when our fitness is on point, when we're hitting our macros, when we're hitting our water, when we know how that should feel, and we suddenly don't feel like that anymore, we know that we can start looking for a different answer. And so I just want to give you a high five for being here, for taking care of your body, and for knowing how your body should feel. Now, why did I wait so long? Well, that's a great question. I waited so long because I thought I was just in a hypothyroid flare. And we don't always like to adjust my medication when that's the case. 1 second. Because it's kind of like a pendulum swing, and it can swing back to normal. And if I go adjust my thyroid medication, then I may drive myself into hyperthyroidism, which I don't want to do that either. I want to be neutral. And so I didn't want to change anything. And so I just wanted to kind of hone in on the data and figure it out. But this is something that I missed the mark on. I missed the mark on the vitamin D level, and I will not do that again. Like, this has been a great lesson. So I also have been doing my electrolytes twice a day. And so I do recommend that if you're not doing electrolytes, you don't have to do faster way electrolytes. You don't have to do LMNT electrolytes, but I do recommend that you do some in these hot summer months just to support your electrolyte function and to support your hydration. I think that's really important. I started doing that about 4 years ago when I was in a thyroid flare, a hypothyroid flare in the depths of the summer months, and I felt terrible. And so I started doing this, and that helped so much because all my numbers were on point at that point. But anyway, I'll check back in with you. Oh, I will tell you this. Like, if you have your husband or your wife or your boyfriend or whatever, and they say something to you, and you're like, whatever, and you just keep moving on, well, maybe you should take them seriously. Like, a couple of weeks ago, Michael said, Jill, you have lost some of your spunk. I'm like, well, what a turd thing to say. You know, here I am. We've got somebody, we're trying to graduate. I mean, I'm doing all the things about all the teacher appreciation gifts. You know, I'm working at work. I'm trying to keep up with my own nutrition. I'm trying to keep up with my own fitness. And I just kind of let it glaze over. But he's right. I had lost some of my spunk. And maybe I should listen to it. Instead of just being like, he's being a turd. Well, he wasn't being a turd. He was being really honest. And anyway, I'm glad I went and figured out where my spunk was. So if you've lost your spunk, let me know. Because I would love to talk to you specifically about what labs you might need to have drawn to. So yes, and I may do a whole week on like vitamin D and why it's important. If you would like to know more about that, let me know. Because heavens to Betsy, I don't want this to happen to anybody else. So if you have thyroid dysfunction and you've not had your vitamin D levels checked, I would recommend that. So anyway, I hope you're having the best Friday. Happy Friday before Memorial Day. If you have friends and family that are interested in the Faster Way, I have a $50 off discount for a few more days. And I would love to introduce them to this lifestyle. If you're not one of my ambassadors, there's still a way for you to get gifts when you refer people my way. If you are an ambassador, you get a referral bonus from Faster Way, and I do gifts for those ambassadors as well too. So either way is like free to do, and it's a bonus for you just for sending somebody my way. So if you have people that you've got in mind, let me know if you need any help. Kind of talking to them about what the program is and what we do here. And I'd love to take care of your people. I'm honored to take care of you, and I would love to take care of your people. So I hope you have the best Friday. Drink your electrolytes, and reach out to me soon and let's talk. Bye.